I seem to have picked up a hitchhiker. Getting new tires. But at any rate, that's the plan though. Got a hitch installed. Going to be adding some more springs to the van, picking up a trailer, and getting some new tires. So that's going to be cool. Can't wait for that. In September of 2021, I flew to Texas, bought an empty cargo truck, then drove it 1,100 miles back to Wisconsin, where I spent the following year building it out into a tiny living space. Now, I'm planning to travel the US, Mexico, and possibly Canada. I'm Jack Smackey. Sit back and join me while I take you along on a van life adventure. All right, awesome. Productive morning today. Whew, slept really good at the Walmart parking lot for sure. It was a lot quieter than the ocean was, let's put it that way. But yeah, got a good sleep, feel pretty good. Got up about, 8:30, 9 o'clock this morning, which apparently needed to sleep. Poked around, made a few calls, did a little searches, but I found a fabrication shop. I first thought they'd be able to help me with my springs. And then I brought up the hitch situation, and what they told me was that I needed to go to a different place for my springs, but they would be able to help me with the hitch. So they're formulating a quote for me, and we'll figure out when they can, be able to do it. Probably it's looking like next week, which is also the case with the springs. Now, they pointed me in the right direction for the springs. I went to a company, and the owner came out, had a gander, and they were pretty confident that they can do the job, and need to call them later in the week to schedule an appointment for next week. So it's either going to be Monday or Wednesday, but we'll see how that goes. And then I'll have 4 more inches of ride height. They're going to add in some springs, so that's going to be good. So I'll have more ride height and a bit more beefiness to handle all the weight. Between the springs and the hitch, I'll be able to sort out the trailer, which I haven't decided upon yet, but we're going to be looking at those here shortly too, I think, and be able to get some of the weight and storage stuff out of the van and into the trailer. Like some of the tools, they can go out in the trailer. My luggage can go out in the trailer. I could keep a few things in here, but otherwise, yeah, that's going to work out really well. Like I've got stuff that's in vacuum bags. That sort of stuff can go into the trailer, and I can actually get myself a beach chair of some sort. Right now I don't have anything to sit on outside of the van, and the reason why I don't have anything on the outside is I just simply don't have the storage space for it. So by towing a trailer, a small enclosed trailer, I think is going to be a real beneficial aspect that may or may not come back and bite me in the tail. But at the end of the day, hey, one of the detriments I can see right away was getting in and out of places. The last laundromat that I was at, not a chance I was ever going to get a trailer in there. Nope. Barely got the van in there. But at the end of the day, I'll just have to do a little bit better research and, take a little bit more care and figure out how I'm going to access those types of places with the trailer. Ooh-wee. Good morning. I had some rain overnight. Exciting news yesterday. Took my van into a shop and had my hitch installed. It's chilly today. It certainly doesn't look like much, but it's they did a pretty good job. Got it mounted up in between the frame rails, all gusseted in and welded in real nice. Got the wiring harness all hooked up as well, so that's cool. And now I'm gonna wait. I got an appointment for Wednesday, which is today's Friday. An appointment for Wednesday, where another place is going to actually put some springs in. The ride height right now is not ideal. I knew when I left that I was riding quite low. There isn't really much space between the wheel well there and the fender sort of thing and then the wheel. I need probably 3 or 4 more inches there for me to be comfortable, is what I was thinking anyways. So anyway, these guys are going to fabricate springs and repack the spring set and get some more, you know, elevation there, as well as a little bit more capacity. Just so I'm 11,000 pounds easy. I put a down payment on a trailer, which I can't quite pick up yet. I just don't want to put too much weight on the van. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess I could go get it. I mean, I want to go get the trailer. You know, I have no idea how bad I want to go get this trailer and start looking at it and figuring out what I want to do to set it up for, you know, this van here. But then I've encountered another issue, which I kind of knew about, but my rear tires, they don't have very much tread left here. So yeah, that's a problem. Front tires are, I mean, they're okay. They're a lot better than the rears. So I'm gonna go, there's a Discount Tire right over there. I'm gonna walk over there and I'm gonna do some inquiry and see how much it's gonna cost to get 4 new tires for the rear put on. I'm also in need of a rim. I want a spare tire. I want a spare tire that I can put in the trailer to keep that. Also try to find a spare tire for the trailer. Then of course acquiring the necessary tools to, you know, make the tire change, like a jack and, you know, all the wrenches and stuff, because I don't have any of that. That's the plan though. Got a hitch installed. Going to be adding some more springs to the van, picking up a trailer and getting some new tires. So that's going to be cool. Can't wait for that. Getting new tires. Ooh, better them than me. Crazy weather we're having here today, but well, yeah, I seem to have picked up a hitchhiker. Woo. All right, so what I decided to do on this trailer, before I can really do much interior build out, I got to set up for mounting solar on the roof. I'm gonna need some sort of ladder rack of sorts, and you know, I don't know that I could like fabricate something from Home Depot that's going to be necessarily user-friendly and cost-effective. I'm kind of thinking if I can find a little weld shop, they can fabricate up some brackets for a reasonable price that will fit exactly what I'm looking for. Low profile and sturdy enough to handle what I'm hoping for it to handle. So with that said, until I can really iron that out, I'm going to pause anything building wise in the trailer. Now I can use it like it is. I've already got some stuff in there, and it's already taken some pressure off of the van, the interior space quite a bit, especially with my luggage. And once I start moving the tools and things like that around, it'll get a little bit more user-friendly for stuff that I need in the van when I need it, food storage and whatever. But at any rate, so there's a few things that I want to pick up. I need to get some wheel chocks, because if I have to unhitch this trailer, I want to be able to make sure that the trailer's, you know, secure, doesn't roll away kind of thing. I'm gonna pick up some groceries, and there's a park here near where I'm currently located that I don't know if it has any openings. We're gonna reach out to them and see if I can get in and hang out at the park for a few days, and go from there. Wednesdays when I take my truck in to have the suspension work done, so then that'll be done, so I'll be happy with that, and then we can figure out the next steps beyond that. So let's go grocery shopping and pick up a few things. All right, good morning. I've been here a couple of days already. I'm at Labonte Park. It's like a city park that allows dispersed camping. You've got to get a camping permit, which when I arrived on the weekend, no one was available to give me a permit. Now I stayed anyways. I don't know if I'll get in any kind of trouble for that. There was another camper here who gave me an email address to the person that I needed to contact, so I sent him a message on Saturday, said that I wanted to stay, needed a permit, blah blah blah. They replied this morning, Monday, and gave me a list of criteria and information that they require. Vehicle identification, trailer, driver's license, name, address, how many people, blah blah blah. So I got that sent out this morning, and according to the guidelines, you're allowed 3 days with a 3-day extension, so I'm hoping to stay here through Friday morning early. I gotta go Wednesday. I have an appointment to get suspension work done on the van. That'll be the final big ticket thing on the vehicle that I've got so far since getting this trailer, or in the process of getting this trailer. So the first thing was the hitch, which obviously wouldn't have been able to tow the trailer without the hitch. And then while I was inspecting the car, or the van, I'm looking at the tires, and the tires were cracked, dry rotted, if you will. So I don't really want to have a situation where I get a flat tire because I didn't have a spare or anything like that. So I decided I'm going to put new tires on the vehicle. So I put 6 new tires on. I kept the 2 front ones, which were in better shape than the rear. I'm going to keep those for some spares. I have to find a rim. And then, of course, picking up the trailer was another thing. That was a whole, aspect that I've been thinking about doing for some time now. I felt that it was a really, really good addition to the rig. The van itself is quite small, and there were some things, some elements I overpacked. My luggage was in the front seat, sort of thing. I mean, I could have done it, but it would have been, tight, and you just would have made do. But the trailer opens up a lot of doors for me. First of all, it gets the excess stuff out of the van, like my luggage. I got a place for spare tires. I got a spare tire for a trailer, and of course the spare tires for the van. I'll be able to pack extra water when I'm in a situation where I know I'm going to be out boondocking here now for about a month. I've kind of learned that my water consumption is about, I got a 30-gallon tank. I think I could probably go 10, 12 days. 12 might be pushing it, just depending upon water use. And that doesn't include any showers, so that's just washing dishes and drinking water, coffee, cleanup, that sort of thing. So I'll be able to pack in maybe 2 or 3 5-gallon jugs of water to be able to get me through an extra few days if I need to stay somewhere. Also, I'm thinking about actually creating like a little garage, and above the garage have like a double bed, or a space for a double bed. So perhaps if I have any guests, or I'm in a situation where I can accommodate somebody, I can do that in the trailer. There's quite a few other things that I want to add to the trailer, one of which is solar. I really want to tether more solar to the van. I'm pretty sure I can get 3 more panels up on the trailer, so that's another 600 watts. Now, whether or not I have a battery system in the trailer or not, I'm not sure, but right now definitely 3 solar panels that I can tether to the main van to accomplish charging more effectively like today where it's cloudy, because I won't generate much solar by themselves. So, but one of the cool things though that I did pick up recently with the trailer purchase was another mode of cooking, food preparation. I'm a meat eater, so I like grills and grilled food and smoked meat and things like that. So I decided that this trailer needed a small smoker. So I bought I wasn't intending on buying it, but it sort of jumped off the shelf right into my cart sort of thing. I went into one of the big box stores. I was going to grab a couple of bins to be able to organize some of the things that I've got that I'm going to put in the trailer temporarily until I get cubbies and drawers and things like that sorted in there. And I bought a Traeger small little suitcase smoker, if you will, and I've already smoked a rack of ribs on it, and oof, they were good. I'm pretty happy with the way they turned out. So yeah, today I got a picanha, part of a top sirloin, but it's a picanha cut, and I've got it cleaned up, scored, and seasoned, and we're gonna toss that baby on the smoker and have myself some smoked beef. You got it, man. I'm excited. Let's get this thing set up. Yeah, so I pulled the picanha cut off the smoker about, I don't know, 132, 33 or so. That's looking pretty good. Gonna let it rest. Gonna let it rest here for about 15 or 20, and we're gonna slice in there and see what it looks like. Well, wow, man. This smoked picanha top sirloin is absolutely delicious. Wow, I just can't even explain how super flavorful this thing is. Oh my goodness. Oh. Overall, wow, just salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and holy crap, this is delicious. Thank you very much for tuning in. Be sure to check out next week's video, and if you like the content, be sure to like and subscribe.